One guy went frickin' mental, and he says, "It's the only way. It's the only way that this can work." Very passionate, very passionate. But
You mean they're not getting the roundabout driveway?
who was I sitting with the other day? They asked me what I think about the condo market, and I started laughing. And it's like, I feel bad, TK, because it's not a laughing matter. I'm very happy that I don't have investor type of a product that I'm about to launch or I'm holding on to.
That's something that
Because
I imagine that you think about. This is the worst pre-construction market of our generation, and you are
revving up to launch, baby.
looking into launching
Yeah, I'm
your own
excited.
condo building. So how did the
Yeah.
community meeting go? I mean,
The community meeting, I
yeah,
mean,
that's
I
the
guess
second
it
one.
depends. This is the fourth one, TK. The
Fourth
fourth
one.
one.
Okay.
This is unheard of that there's
Yeah.
four.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a very important project, TK.
Yeah.
And not only is it an important project, but I mean, it's in an area where people have opinions. And really, it ended up on a topic that I am fine with it being an issue because, quite honestly, I also have an issue with this topic. And the problem is this street. It's a dead end street, TK, and it has a green pea parking lot with the entrance and exit from the parking lot on it. And it's right at the edge of the village in Forest Hill. So people use this street to park on when they go get their latte all throughout the day or when they go to the bank
To
or when
avoid
they
paying the
to avoid
premiums at Green
paying
P.
for the parking, right?
Mm.
It's like, I'm going to be here for 2 minutes. But what happens is people turn on the street, even if they're just turning to go into the parking, they have to turn on the street, right? They come out of the parking, they got to turn on the street, and there's the bank, and there's the Starbucks, and there's a million reasons to like park there for 10 seconds. So there's already a big problem, right? And so the people on the street are, not excited about having construction trucks and cement trucks and all that kind of stuff going on for years when there's already an issue, right? And I don't blame them at all. But what does it have to do with me? I mean, there's going to be a construction project there, right? And it's not even the construction part that's bothering them because they understand that one way or another, there's going to be construction on the street from this property at some point in time, whether it's me or the next guy or the next guy, right? At some point, there's the interruption.
And whether it's 2 stories, 10 stories, doesn't matter. There's
Well, I mean,
construction.
there's going to be construction one way or
Yeah.
another. So,
Yeah.
but it kind of got to the point where they all resigned to that fact. It's like you're going to put a bigger load on the system here with, all of your units and all the people that live in them.
Yeah.
And although that might be true, it's not the problem. Again, it's 24 units. I mean, even at peak times, that doesn't really put much of a strain on the system at all, right? It's just it's a strain on top of a crazy mentally planned street and poorly enforced street.
Not the worst
right?
I've ever seen.
Not the worst ever, but put it in a place where everybody's worth $1 billion and it gets magnified
Big deal.
considerably.
I might need to drive my car in that neighborhood at some point during the next year. And I just want to do it in peace because I'm important.
I mean, you and many of my other friends may need to get there to park for free on my property, which many people do nowadays, right? Because Darryl won't mind. I know him, right? Darryl won't care. You know when Darryl cares? When somebody does it and Darryl needs to use the goddamn parking spot. But anyways, community meeting went well. But again, I put it to you, TK. If I lived on your street, okay, should I really decide what color blinds you have or the paint color you put on the wall or perhaps the layout of your kitchen, which may impose fear onto me when I walk by and see it through the window, TK?
No, no, those examples you just gave. But if you wanted to build 7 stories on my street, then yes, I should have some sort of input to at least find out how it will impact me. And if the benefit of that building is for the greater good of the community, as opposed to my, small sacrifice that I have to make, then the building should be built.
I think if it's within
Is that not right though?
Well, I think you should know what's going on. But if I'm not pushing the limits and I'm asking for something that the city is in support of, then you should just say, I hope that they do the best job ever here. And I
That's
wish you
your
luck.
perspective. I at least should be able to voice my concerns.
You should be able to voice them. And
Voice
I
my
should be able
concerns in
to
a public
say,
forum that just says, "Hey, Darryl," and
goodbye.
maybe I can,
Have a nice day.
appease to
Come
your
again.
softer side, and I can say, "Darryl, you know what?
Yeah.
My little dog loves to eat berries off the bushes on the north side of the property, and even though it's not my bush, and I understand, but do you mind if you can you keep the bushes over there? Do you mind making
And,
sure that
yeah.
you protect the bushes for little Coco?"
Right.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
maybe you'll say, "You know what? To keep that neighbor happy, I'll do it. No
I'll
problem."
keep the bushes for Coco. I mean,
And so,
listen.
what's the difference between me saying, "Hey, Darryl, do you mind instead of having 73 parking spots,
Mhm.
do you mind going down to 42?"
Right.
Because,
Because
sometimes
that's
I,
not what that's not
because
what
sometimes I'm going
happened
to be
though.
walking out on the street and the less traffic would be safer for me and my kids.
Okay. But what we're dealing with is people
Yeah.
saying you should put a roundabout park or driveway on the property and not affect the traffic on the street whatsoever. And we don't care if it completely destroys the look of the property, the look of the building, the pro forma. We don't even care about that. It's the one guy went freaking mental and he says, it's the only way. It's the only way that this can work.
Mm.
Very passionate, very
Yeah.
passionate. But I
You mean they're
mean,
not getting the roundabout driveway?
no roundabout driveway.
No
It's not
roundabout
happening.
driveway.
No roundabout driveways for you.
Ah!
But we do
But it's
have
the only
solutions,
way.
2K. But it's the only way, and
Yeah.
we found another way.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our clips channel. Why don't you go and check out some more clips? We got lots of other good content somewhere over here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Boom.
That was good.
That was good. I like that. That was good.